Hey, welcome to Barely Opinionated. My name is Rohit, and in this video, I'm going to be taking you through how BJP gained national relevance. This is part 2 of the series, where we take you through the origins of the two major national parties in India. So make sure to check out our previous video on the origins of Congress as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on so that you can stay updated. Although the BJP was formed only in 1980, we need to go back a few decades to understand the roots of its existence, which lie with the creation of the RSS back in 1925. The role of the RSS in the freedom struggle is controversial and something we do not want to dive into. But it is after independence in 1949 that members of the RSS began to contemplate the formation of a political party to continue the work they began in the days of the British Raj. Around the same time, Syama Prasad Mukherjee left the Hindu Mahasabha political party that he had once led because of a disagreement over permitting non-Hindu memberships. The Bharatiya Jana Sangh was subsequently started by him towards the end of 1951 in Delhi, forming the political arm of the RSS as a nationalistic alternative to the INC. The BJP's origins lie within this party. Just like the RSS, Bharatiya Jana Sangh's ideology was centered around Hindutva. The party's aims included protection of India's Hindu cultural identity, in addition to countering what it perceived to be the appeasement of Muslims and Pakistan by the Congress. The RSS loaned several of its leading pracharaks or full-time workers to the Jana Sangh to get the new party off the ground. Prominent among these was Deen Dayal Upadhyay, who was appointed General Secretary. In the 1952 general elections, BJS won 3 seats, Mukherjee being one of the winning candidates. The Jana Sangh's first major campaign began in early 1953, centered on a demand for the complete integration of Jammu and Kashmir into India. Mukherjee was arrested in May 1953 for violating orders from the state government, which restrained him from entering Kashmir. He died of a heart attack in the following month in jail. Mauli Chandra Sharma was elected to succeed Mukherjee. However, he was forced out of power by RSS activists within the party, and the leadership went instead to Deen Dayal Upadhyay, who remained the General Secretary until 1967 and worked to build a committed grassroots organization in the image of the RSS. The party minimized engagement with the public, focusing instead on building its network of party workers. Upadhyay also articulated the philosophy of integral humanism, which formed the official doctrine of the party. Humankind, according to Upadhyay, had 4 objectives of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, which translate to moral duties, wealth, satisfaction, and salvation. Young leaders at the time, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Lal Krishna Advani, also became involved with the leadership in this period, with Vajpayee succeeding Upadhyay as president in 1968. The major themes of the party's agenda during the period were legislating a uniform civil code, banning cow slaughter, and abolishing the special status given to Jammu and Kashmir. After assembly elections across the country in 1967, the party entered into a coalition with several other parties, including the Swatantra Party and the Socialists. It formed governments in various states across the Hindu heartland, including Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, and Uttar Pradesh. It was the first time that Jana Sangh held political office, though within a coalition. This caused some of the party's more radical agenda to be put on the back burner. During the Bangladesh War of Independence in 1971, Bharatiya Jana Sangh staged a mass satyagraha for 10 days and a demonstration in front of the Indian Parliament, urging the government to help the freedom fighters. In 2015, for the support provided by the BJS, Bangladesh awarded its prestigious Liberation War honor to former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee for his active role in its independence struggle as the chief of the BJS. In July 1973, Chimanbhai Patel of the Congress, with Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's blessings, replaced Ghanshyam Oza as Chief Minister of Gujarat. Almost instantly, there were widespread protests against his reputation for corruption. There were clashes between the police and students, with an indefinite strike in schools and colleges, called with the demand for a reduction in education fees and distribution of quality food, among others. This was known as the Navnirman Andolan. Dissenting leaders of the INC also openly supported the agitation. Under mounting pressure, Indira Gandhi was forced to ask Chimanbhai Patel to step down. The governor suspended the state assembly and the president's rule was imposed. The resignation of 15 Congress MLAs triggered the next phase of the agitation. By March 1974, students had got 95 of 167 members to resign, which eventually led to the dissolution of the assembly. This movement turned out to be the first and last successful agitation after independence that took out an elected government. Navnirman was a buzzword for students and their mentors, but their value system was no different from the politicians they were combating, and the agitation had no effect on arresting corruption. Patel became CM again with BJP support in 1990, emerging as an icon of Gujarat's development. The Navnirman Andolan was a collective outcry of people against corruption in public life. The agitation provided Narendra Modi, who was working as an organizer for the RSS and the ABVP during the movement, a stepping stone into the world of politics. It also inspired Jayaprakash Narayan to launch the Total Revolution movement, the outcome of which was a nationwide emergency. In 1975, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi imposed a state of emergency which lasted 21 months till 1977. The order gave the Prime Minister the authority to suspend civil liberties and cancel elections. For much of this time, Indira Gandhi's political opponents such as Morarji Desai, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, L.K. Advani, Arun Jaitley and Gayatri Devi were imprisoned and the press was censored. Several other human rights violations were reported from the time, including many cases of teens being arrested, imprisoned and tortured. Dilip Sharma and P. Rajan being two such teens. The Jana Sangh took part in widespread protests, with thousands of its members being imprisoned along with other agitators across the country. Zonal RSS leaders authorized Eknath Ramakrishna Ranade, an important leader of the RSS, to quietly enter into a dialogue with Indira Gandhi, who had earlier helped him in numerous projects. The two used the Indian Council for Cultural Relations as a facade to conduct secret one-on-one negotiations. Arun Jaitley, head of the ABVP in Delhi, was among the first to be arrested and spent the entire emergency in jail. The RSS eventually wrote to the PM through the document of surrender. After the state of emergency in 1977, the Jana Sangh merged with several other parties to form the Janata Party, defeating the Congress in the 1977 general elections. But after 3 years in power, the Janata Party dissolved in 1980 due to some internal conflicts. The members of the former Jana Sangh came together to form the BJP, with Vajpayee being its first president. Although initially unsuccessful, winning only 2 seats in the 1984 general elections, it grew in strength on the back of the JANMABHOOMI movement. In the same year, Advani was appointed president of the party, and under him, the BJP became the political voice of this movement. In the early 1980s, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad began a campaign for the construction of a temple dedicated to Lord Ram at the disputed site of the Babri Masjid in Ayodhya. The agitation was on the basis of the belief that the site is the birthplace of the Hindu god and that a temple had been demolished to construct the mosque. The BJP threw its support behind this campaign and made it a part of their election platform. In September 1990, Advani began a Rath Yatra to Ayodhya in support of the Ram Temple movement. On 6th December 1992, the RSS and its affiliates organized a rally at the site of the mosque. Everyone knows what happened next. Following victories in several state elections and better performances in national elections, the BJP became the largest party in the parliament in 1996. However, it lacked majority in the Lok Sabha and its government lasted only 13 days. After the BJP government fell, the Janata Dal came to power backed by the Congress. But the INC withdrew support, which led to the government falling again, and new elections were held in 1998. The BJP contested, leading a coalition called the National Democratic Alliance or the NDA. This alliance contained its existing allies like the Samata Party, the Shiromani Akali Dal, the Shiv Sena, in addition to the AIADMK and the Biju Janata Dal. They won 254 seats, out of which 182 were won by the BJP. However, the coalition split in May 1999 when Jayalalitha, the leader of AIADMK, withdrew her support and fresh elections were held again. In October 1999, the NDA without the AIADMK won 303 seats in parliament, which was an outright majority. The BJP had its highest ever tally at the time of 183. This was the first time the BJP led the government for its full term of 5 years with Atal Bihari Vajpayee as the Prime Minister. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that this was helpful for you to understand how BJP gained national relevance. This was part 2 of the series, so make sure that you check out the origins of Congress as well. And again, if you really enjoyed the video, please make sure that you like and share this video as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on so that you can stay updated.